Good YouTube, Quinn Wade coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis only on YouTube via Analysis Playground. We're going to talk about the Detroit Pistons beating the Atlanta Hawks 148 to 143. The Pistons are now 31 and 26, as crazy as that may sound to people. 17 and 13 away from home, so they got an above 500 record on the road. But the Hawks are only 26 and 31 and 12 and 14 at home. They have some major injuries to guys like Clint Capella and Jalen Johnson, and they haven't really been able to play great basketball since. And it makes sense because those are two players that helped this team a lot by being great fits for this roster, and then losing a playmaker slash rebounder and scorer, a do-it-all type of player in Jalen Johnson. It's just no replacement for that, especially at his age. So unfortunately, the Hawks are without a lot of their players for the rest of the year almost. But I think they still going to be a fun team to compete against, and this game is proof of that. But Detroit won the season series 3-1. Majority of these games was close, so it shows you that they're not that far in talent for the most part. But we'll see, because every year is going to be different because of the trade deadline in the offseason, aka free agency. But the Pistons have been doing a really good job of just keeping it simple. But Cade Cunningham, man, he was shooting from the logo multiple times in this game and showing you that if he can get that pull-up three, that pull-up mid-range, and just being quick enough and smart enough to turn those shots down for floaters or getting all the way to the basket, now he got the post game with the ability to use that one-hand push shot, and it's just so dangerous when he gets that close to the rim because he's so tall and so strong that he can even get to the free throw line. But he's becoming a problem for teams, especially if that jump shot can continue to develop in the near future, because they might be a playoff team the way they've been going, especially if they can stay healthy and continue to play this way on both ends of the court. But by the score, you wouldn't see that the point of me saying that, because the defense, if it was good like that, we wouldn't allow 143 points. But the Hawks are a unique type of team, and it takes a special type of team to be able to slow them down, to be able to beat them. Pistons did just enough to get the win, and this is, like I said, the last time they see each other for the rest of the season. But the Pistons won the first quarter 33-30, and they won the second quarter 43-38, and they won the third quarter 36-35. But they lost that fourth quarter 40-36, even though they was winning the game for the most part, and they did give up the lead in this game. They still was able to ride what they did in the entire game all the way down to the wheels fell off of that wagon. But it got them exactly where they needed to be, and they can just put it back on after they do what they're supposed to do. And that's what ended up happening. Tobias Harris, for the Pistons, 12 points, plus 14 and plus minus. Two personal fouls, one turnover, one steal, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. One was offensive. Out of that, he did go 2 of 2 from the free throw line, but 0 of 3 from 3. Finished 5 of 12 from the field. I still like what he does for this team. Just getting a guy that you can pass the ball to, and he can get his own shot. He can play off guys, and he can use his size to be able to finish around the rim if it's needed. But he also can hit that pull-up jumper, even from 3. Asar Thompson had played 17 minutes in this one. He finished 7 of 8 from the field, just close range shots around the basket, and he did miss his only free throw. He only had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, but he still had 3 steals in 17 minutes, and he had 5 personal fouls too. Comes with the territory of being a risk taker defensively. 3 turnovers, minus 19 and plus minus for him. Tim Hardaway Jr. was ready to shoot them threes when it was chances. All his makes were threes. He did attempt a shot that wasn't a three and didn't make it. But he was 1 rebound, and he also had 2 assists and 1 steal, 1 turnover, plus 1 and plus minus. He finished with 18 points. You just like the fact that when he's going and he's getting open, you got to always find him, because he can get hot and he can make big shots if you continue to allow him to keep the rhythm going. Jalen Duran, he's good. Like I said, he's a double double. Didn't get that tonight. He was 6 of 6 from the field and got 13 points. But tonight he only got 5 rebounds, and one of them was offensive. But he did get 6 assists, one steal, no blocks for him, one turnover, two personal fouls, and -3 and plus minus. And then the best player in what they run mainly everything through is Cade Cunningham, the former #1 pick turned All Star. He's looking at an All NBA season because 38 points is no joke. +6 and plus minus. He only had two personal fouls and three turnovers, which is great because that's his biggest weakness is his turnover problems. But he didn't have that tonight. He did have 3 blocks and a steal. He did have 12 assists, so a double double for him, and he still was able to get 7 rebounds, which was the most among all starters. 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 7 of 10 from three, and 14 of 24 from the field. He's just starting to become better. He's putting the work in. His love and devotion to the game is important to why he's successful in this game. Not just what he's doing with his body, just the understanding of how to play the game correctly is something that you have to love about Cade Cunningham. Simone Fatesio, 1 of 3 from the field, 1 rebound, 1 assist, one turnover, -5 and plus minus 2 points. Paul Reed, 4 minutes for him, two personal fouls. He was 1 of 2 from the free throw line, finished with 1 point. And Ronald Holland, the second, 1 of 2 from the field, 0 of 1 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, one turnover, two personal foul, +3 and plus minus. He finished with 4 points. Isaiah Stewart was 3 of 5 from the field. He had 5 rebounds, two of them was offensive, 2 assists, 2 blocks, 4 turnovers, three personal fouls, +12 and plus minus 6 points. And Dennis Schroeder, 5 of 10 from the field, 1 of 6 from three, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, one steal, one turnover, 4 personal fouls, and he had shot really good in the fourth quarter, making some big plays, and even got to the free throw line where he was perfect tonight and was able to knock down the free throws too. And those 16 points was one of the biggest reasons why they was able to win. And he only played 22 minutes because Malik Beasley played 34 minutes, but he was just as essential to this win because he was 7 of 12 from the field and 6 of 10 from three, just like Hardaway. And he was also 4 of 8 from the free throw line. That would probably be his biggest criticism, was that he could have shot better from the free throw line, but he still finished with 24 points and 7 rebounds. He had one of them that was offensive, 3 assists, and he did have one steal and one turnover and one personal foul, but he finished as a +15 and plus minus, which was the best off the bench. But I would say they had really good contributions from the bench, and those guys is a big reason why they was able to hold the lead and win this game because they made big shots and they made it throughout the entire game, which is really good to see. 55 of 93, 59% from the field, 20 of 40, 50% from three, but they was 18 of 25, which is only 72% from the free throw line, 37 rebounds, 39 assists, which is a crazy amount, 9 steals, 5 blocks, 17 turnovers, 23 personal fouls. And the Atlanta Hawks, Yeka Konwu does what he does best and roll to the rim or stay near the rim. He was 5 of 10 from the field, 0 of 1 from three, but he was 6 of 8 from the free throw line. He got 16 points, but missed out on that double-double. He only had 9 rebounds and 4 of them was offensive, 6 assists, 2 personal fouls. He's a -3 and plus minus. Zachary Ricochet played 31 minutes, hit some nice threes in this game that kept leaving him open, and he was able to knock them down. He's been playing better lately. He was 5 of 10 from the field and 4 of 6 from three, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. He was a +10 and plus minus with those 19 points. And Gay Muhammad was 1 of 4 from the field and 0 of 2 from three. He only had 2 rebounds and one was offensive, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, +5 and plus minus 2 points. Trae Young was 10 of 24 from the field, took the most shots on the team. And honestly, he was 6 of 15 from three, which is a crazy amount, but he also was 12 of 15 from the free throw line. So he's the heart, the soul, the body, the mind of this team. This team goes as far as Trae Young can take them, and he really was balling out to a certain extent in this game. 38 points, 13 assists. He only had 2 rebounds, one steal, but he did also have 7 turnovers and 5 personal fouls, and that really did hurt him. But he was also at +2 and plus minus. But if he gets locked up, or he can't find guys, or he can't put a lot of pressure on the defense or create chaos with his offense, then this team just falls flat. But he was able to do those things tonight, and that's why they had a chance to win. Dyson Daniels was just grabbing the ball that was thrown anywhere. He just has a knack for knowing exactly where it's going to go and just being ready to take it right out of the air and score for the most part. So he had 24 points and 4 steals, 1 block, 3 turnovers, 3 personal fouls. He also had 6 assists and 5 rebounds, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 of 3 from the 3-point line, and 10 of 14 from the field. And George Niang, 27 points for him. That's a huge night for a player to come off the bench and get that many points. And he was 10 of 20 from the field. He took the second most shots on the team, and he came off the bench, showing you how much trust they have in him and how much belief they have in him to get the ball and be able to do those things. 7 of 14 from three, 5 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 turnovers, 5 personal fouls. It was a -12 and plus minus. Clint Capella was back tonight, but he only played 18 minutes. 3 of 3 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He did have 7 rebounds and 1 of those offensive, 2 blocks, 1 personal foul, 8 points for him. Karis LeVert, 3 of 10 from the field, 1 of 4 from three, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 personal foul, -13 and plus -7 points. And Terrence Mann got on the court and played 14 minutes. He was 1 of 1 from the field and 0 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 rebounds, 2 of them was offensive, 2 personal fouls, -12 and plus -2 points. It's good to see Capella go out there and try to help this team to the best of his ability. I know I said he didn't play, but he's not going to play a crazy amount of minutes because of those injuries and because of his role is not what it's going to be as he gets older. He might not be on the team long term anymore because they're going to just find another rim runner that's younger and go with that guy as he's still battling through those injuries and trying to get the full recovery to the best of his ability. But he gave it a go tonight and had a good game. I feel like they bench played well with the minutes that they got, and they all found a way to help the team out to the best of their ability. The rest of the guys did not play coaches' decisions, and they was not big names that we usually see play a lot anyway. 48 of 96, 50% from the field, 21 of 45, 46% from three, 26 of 36, 72% from the free throw line, 10 offensive rebounds, 40 total, 30 assists, 8 steals, 6 blocks, 13 turnovers, and 21 personal fouls for them. And that's all that game was about. Just trying to find a way to stay ahead, keep the team away from you as far as you can, and try to find a way to close a team that can get out. And I feel like the Pistons did a good job of just following the leadership of Cade Cunningham and understanding that this guy is the best player on the court. And some people say it's Trae Young, some people gonna say it's Cade. That just show you how good he is, that he can even be mentioned with another All-Star, even though he was All-Star reserve and Trae Young was just a replacement guy. They still are in similar roles because of the fact that they have to pass and score, and the team needs them to do that for them to fully function and be able to get the flow going and also get easy shots for the role players so they can stay involved in the game and be weapons that can be used to help you win games. And that's the heliocentricness of these teams, star players being so important to what they do. And they both showed up, they both showed out, and we got a great game because of that. Unfortunately, we can't see any more of these games because the Hawks don't look like they're going to make it to the playoffs. They do need a rest. They do need a break. They do need to kind of figure out what they're going to do with this roster in the future because Trae Young is a good player, one of the best players in the league, especially at his position, but he's not leading you to a championship with the talent they continue to put around him. I know some teams like, well, they got rid of these guys and got guys that do the same thing. They just worse at it. And it's kind of true, but even if they did keep the same roster, they was only really 6th, 7th, or 8th. So they really wasn't winning a championship regardless with any of these rosters of the past couple years, even the one this year. Even if Jalen Johnson stay healthy, they play better, they win more games, they're still going to be 6th, 7th, or 8th with a chance not to go far in the playoffs anyway. It's just how it is. But people keep saying they need to pick a direction. it's hard to trade Trae Young because you know what comes with the territory. He can't really shoot consistently. He misses a lot of easy shots. He's not the greatest defender. And those are things that you have to take when you get him. Plus, you look at his contract. People don't complain about it because he's showing you that he can do it to the best of his ability. But he also, if you're trading for another All-Star, you want to pair him with an All-Star that can help you win the title. If you don't have that guy, or you don't have a guy that you really want to build around, or you feel can be that 1A or that 1B, then you're just going to be building another Hawks team. They did it with DeJounte. They did it with Jalen Johnson. And they did it with John Collins, All-Star caliber player at that time. And they still had the same results of just being okay. And that's going to be the problem. Like, if you can't get off that Trae Young contract, you kind of have to eat all of the things that come with that platter. And it's not a bad situation. It's just not a great situation. It's not a real easy way to get out of it either, because if you trade him and you don't get the pieces that can help you right away, you go all the way back to a rebuilding team, and it's not guaranteed you can get a Trae Young or even a franchise player if you tank. And Ricochet is a perfect example of that, because even though he is a solid player and he understands his role on teams, he's not really helping you win the title, as he doesn't have that takeover dominant power in his game at this point, but he hasn't had it throughout his entire career, really. And I think that that's something that we see and look at it like, well, you technically had the number one pick realistically. It just, you don't know what you're going to get even each and every draft. And even if you draft a guy, you don't really know what's going to happen throughout their careers, and they don't have to stay. You know, they can be healthy, they can put up numbers, and you can fall short, and then they can just leave. Or they can ask for a trade. Or they might be bringing a lot of baggage, like we've seen with Luka, and you just don't want to deal with all that stuff anymore, and you give up on them. We done seen this happen year after year, where star players are getting traded for whatever the reason is, and teams are just moving forward. And Trae Young is going to be one of them. That he's a show, he's fun, he's stylish, he's fancy, and he is a really great player, but he's not really helping you win the ultimate goal. He's filling seats. He's keeping the team competitive. He's doing his job, but it's just not enough to achieve that ultimate goal. And it's just unfortunate, but it's reality. For that's what you're going to get if you have Trae Young as your point guard. You might have a shot to do some things, but if you don't capitalize, you're going to end up falling short from that goal of being a championship team. Other than that, comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell for more analysis. And if you're new to the channel, I do conversation video just like this with a variety of different topics, and also do breakdowns with real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. I also do draft coverage and mock drafts too. So if you're interested in that type of stuff, this is the channel for you. Not only that, I have over 3,000 plus videos that you can watch already that can convince you, if you're still thinking about it, that might do enough to get you locked into this channel as a subscriber or a fan, because I also have my social medias. So if you want to see me do some things other than talk about basketball, then you can do that, or you can even email me if you just want to collaborate or just have a conversation. My email is also on my channel too. Other than that, y'all stay blessed. Y'all have a good day. Quinn Wade gone for now, and hopefully y'all come back to watch and hear more of my analysis as I have more for games on tonight.